With that, we move on to the final emailed in question today. And the final emailed in question today comes to us from Alexis Petersson, who writes, just saw that Aquaman had its first screenings. Some people said good, others said meh. DC really needs to hit a home run, or they might start thinking about rebooting. Your thoughts? Thanks. All right, thanks a lot for the question, man. And yeah, so you guys might have seen there's some reports going around that DC has had, Warner Brothers DC has done their first test screenings of Aquaman. Two mixed results. Some people, the reports say, some people are saying it's good. Some people are saying it's good, not great. Some people are saying meh, but whatever, generally positive. Here's what I think. Don't believe any of it. Don't believe any of it. You ever notice it's only out of these Warner Brothers and DC movies that we hear test screening reports? Look, here's the reality. Look, number one, let me say this off top. Is it possible that all this is true? Yep, it's possible. It is possible. However, I completely discount any of these reports that claim, number one, that there was a test screening, and number two, we know what the reactions were. Look, when they do these test screenings, people sign NDAs. All right? They sign NDAs. They don't just like anybody in, see the movie and go, don't talk about it, everybody. No, they sign NDAs. Non-disclosure agreements. You can get a lot of legal trouble. For what? So I can be the one to say, I thought the movie was okay? Now, and also, remember when the thing said Justice League has screened to, or what was it, Batman versus Superman has screened for a test audience to standing ovations. Yeah, look how that turned out. But then there was the opposite reports. Justice League is screened and is being destroyed as completely unwatchable. I didn't think that movie was unwatchable. I actually thought it was pretty good. So look, I've been telling you guys forever, these are non-stories. Because number one, it's highly, I'm not saying that the people who are reporting that they're hearing these things are lying. I'm just thinking they're being lied to. All right? Like if there's anybody, like I saw some from a couple websites saying, hey, I've heard this. I'm not disputing that they've heard that. I think they're telling the truth. I just think they're being misled. Because if these test audiences who sign these NDAs, man, they are the loosest-lipped group of people in the world. I just don't believe it. I didn't believe it when they said Batman versus Superman is getting standing ovations. I didn't believe it when they said Justice League is like garbage and completely unwatchable. I don't believe it when they're saying Aquaman is good, not great. I don't believe any of it. Now, Aquaman may end up being good, not great. Aquaman may end up being terrible. Aquaman may end up being fantastic. I'm very excited about it. I think it looks really good. Pardon me, you got Jason Momoa playing the Aquaman character. I think he's great in the role. You got James Wan directing the film. I think he's great. I thought the trailer was spectacular. I got high hopes. But I'm not going to believe any of these things about test audience saw it and they said this. Oh, you mean the same test audience who all sign NDAs? Really? These same test audiences from this same studio that turned out to be BS every time we've heard test audience reports? Look, even if there is a possibility this is true, and I believe there is a possibility it's true. It's possible. But even then, it is not worth paying any attention to. So please do not be one of these people that start spreading around, oh, I'm hearing Aquaman isn't all that great. Don't be one of those people. Where'd you hear that from? Well, test audiences, yeah, BS. BS. Maybe the movie will be awesome. Maybe the movie will suck. Maybe it'll be somewhere in between. Whatever it is, don't listen to these test audience reports. It's been proved over and over and over and over again. They're completely unreliable. And on top of that, I even doubt they're true in the first place because these are audience of people who have to sign legal agreements that they're not going to talk about it when they come out of the theater. Possible it's true. Possible. But highly unlikely, and therefore just don't pay any attention to it. Let's just wait for the movie. Let's talk about how excited or not excited we are about it, but then let's not talk about whether the movie's any good or not until people actually see it. How about that? That's just a thought of mine, little pet peeve of mine, but there you go. But I don't know, maybe you guys have your own thoughts about that. Jump down to the comments section and let me know what you're thinking. Okay, guys, with all the official topics now out of the way for the day, let's take some time and go over and visit the live chat board. A whole bunch of you guys have been firing in some live questions, so let's get to those right now.